The project came about because of a long association with regional bodies that the Truii have had, NRM bodies up and down the coast, particularly in the reef catchments. And I guess there was a need identified that we needed some way of developing prioritisation portfolios for regional bodies for funding opportunities that come up through state and federal government. And so this project was initiated with Southern Queensland Landscapes to develop software to, one, look at developing a suite of investment portfolios, but secondly, the important thing is that we were also looking at co-benefits, because Southern Queensland Landscapes were interested in looking at co-benefits. So traditionally, I guess they were interested in water quality, but now I guess there's a need to include other impacts such as First Nations, regional economic climate change impacts. And so that was the motivation for the project. So after 2 years of the project, we were able to produce a product called Natural Capital Region, which is a piece of environmental software that the regional body, Southern Queensland Landscapes in this case, were able to use to quantify and prioritise new projects that they may have looked to potentially fund into the future. The product was developed through a series of national workshops. There was a series of 12 workshops with, I think there was over 100 participants in the workshops. It was an extensive exercise, but I think it was important for us that we get input from a range of the experts in their field, because we don't have all the answers in this case. So there was a series of online workshops held over a 12-month period to get feedback from experts in the different areas to determine what are the key elements that we would need in the software to look at, number one, your baseline conditions, and then how would we report improvement. There's a real need for such a project, something that you can run quite quickly and allow people to rapidly assess different options. That was really important, that they could quickly look at the results. And secondly, that it's interesting that working across different regions beyond that project is that generally in different areas, in terms of remediation actions, they're generally pretty similar wherever you go. And finally, what we have discovered from this process is that we can significantly reduce transaction costs for organisations to develop a prioritised set of actions that they want to fund. One size doesn't fit all, so depending on who your audience are, they need products at different scales. So Natural Capital Region, while it's used at a regional scale or at a sub-catchment scale, people also want to then go to the next scale, which is sort of paddock or property, and determine potential projects that can be funded at that more detailed scale.